Welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday. What the fuck Wednesday? April 14th, 2021. Episode number 667 of Hard Factor. I'm Will. We have Mark, Pat, Wes, and Bubba producing. Full crew in the house. Boys, how you doing on this Wednesday? Feeling good?
Yeah.
Put my jacket on.
Yeah. Whoa.
Wes
is feeling casual.
Wow.
Hey, we survived 666. We're 6,000 episodes away before we have to worry again. Like
Well, is
6,666
even a bad thing?
I don't know.
Well, there's multiple 666s inside of Quad 6. So.
Yeah, it can't be a good thing.
I don't want to hear the answer on it, so don't at me. But where'd the devil get off taking this number? You know, I'm sure there's some explanation in the Bible, but like really, where'd he get off? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why?
It's got to be related to craps.
You think? Yeah.
Craps
was big in biblical times.
I think so. I think
They get
it's
a
related to
bad
craps.
beat. Sixes really do because of this.
Or
association.
Dominoes.
It's terrible. The
Craps
plight on the number 6.
Craps is just such an intimidating game. Yeah.
I love craps.
Oh, it's so. But nothing's better than a hot craps table.
It's
lucrative
so intimidating.
too.
It's like
You want to see some real degenerates. Go to the craps table at 5 a.m.
Dude, gambling tables are a lot like golf and what else? There's certain activities
They're
that
just
have
great.
rules to them, and if you don't know what's going on with those rules,
Etiquette.
oh my god, they will fuck you up. Like just the nastiest mother. No one's kind to you at the craps table. Like, let me show you how to play craps. Come here.
That's true. Hey, speaking of rules, though, new Fat Boy Summer rule. There's some submissions. Like Wes was saying, there's nothing about food on there. So a lot of listeners have been sending in. They're saying it has to be something about food. The next one, a lot of submissions about grilling and meats. So I'm thinking that the next rule is that you got to eat one steak a week. What do you guys think?
Well,
What do you think is a good?
I know we're a big meat podcast, but there are some of our fans out there that are not meat eaters. So I think I liked your idea of something on a stick, and that can be anything. That can be meat, that can be veggie, that can be tempura, whatever the fuck you want it to be.
The
I like
skewer.
the skewer. I like this. I like the meal on a stick
Skewer or anything that's grilled, because you can have grilled veggies.
There you go.
No, grilled. I like grilled because you got to be careful with. I love meat on a stick, but you got to be careful because if you're partying, right in the eye.
Oh, dude, I almost died at a fucking restaurant one time because they didn't soak the skewers, and I was eating it, and the fucking it came off of the fucking stick and got in my throat. I turned blue in the fucking restaurant.
Yeah, that's Dead Boy Summer.
I wasn't eating too fast or anything. It was totally. I wasn't. It was their fault.
I kind of
gotta be easy.
You gotta soak those things.
You know that I'm a snob, so I want. I want the rule to be somewhat discerning. Yes, it has to be barbecue related, but I like putting a caveat of having to skewer when you grill. I like that. I don't want
to take it up.
What about just
I think it's not an elitist thing though. Fat Boy Summer is very non-elite though.
No, it isn't. What about
you got to go against your demons on that one.
One meal a week with your hands.
Just eating barehanded?
Yeah, a skewer could count.
Oh, the Ethiopian fan base would love.
Yeah.
Yeah. One shit a week, you have to shit into a hole outside.
Some injera.
That's Fat Boy Summer.
Dig your own hole. Yeah. Get a spade. Get out there, get one with nature.
I'm thinking
we're still working shop.
It's something about eating. It's something about eating. We're right. We're so close to it though. We're so close.
A steak a week also gives me a boner. I don't know. But yeah, we'll. I wanted to try. Can we just make the call? Can we just make the call here? I want to add a rule.
A medium rare or rarer.
Yeah, let's add the rule. Okay, so right now I'd say the top contenders
to eat raw meat. They like it well done up there in Ohio.
Oh
no, they don't. No one likes it well done.
We're not putting. Yeah, nobody likes it well done, do they?
You think that? Yeah, no. A lot of people like it well done, guys.
Canadians do. Remember, we couldn't even get it medium in Canada. It had to be medium well.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's put a pin on this rule. Let's make it official. So I think the top contenders are something on a stick, something grilled, or one steak per week. Out of these three, what are you guys going with here?
I'm gonna do all of them anyway.
Grilled.
Yeah, one grill per week. Something like
grilled
that.
per week. All right, and then that's great. I like grilled because that involves everybody, vegetarians, and if you don't have a grill outside, George Foreman grill it. You can inside grill it.
There's even a new one. There's like a Ninja. There's like a new grill inside too.
Oh man, I found Kate's George Foreman grill from college, and it hadn't been cleaned.
Oh, dude, nobody cleaned those things.
Disgusting, bro.
It's so covered in sludge. Because the sludge just slides up.
Can't ever get it totally
into the sludge trough.
It had a condom in it.
Yeah.
Those things are awesome.
What?
College, man.
You know she doesn't use those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, we got to hop into the Daily Buzz. Before we do, one more thing. This was from the Discord chat. Amazing idea, fellas. We could sell each individual Good Morning Yell as its own NFT. Also could do it with the HAGFDs at the end. So that's 2 NFTs per episode, unique, that we could sell per episode. Just a thought.
That's a good idea. I still don't know how it works, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, technically, we could be millionaires.
All right.
Well, we'll get on that. But anything else? I'm gonna hop into the buzz unless you guys got something.
Let's fucking go Bitcoin today.
That's right, and that's in the Daily Buzz. Let's get it going. It's a top 5 today, fellas. At number 5 was hashtag ExposeCNN. It was trending on Twitter on Tuesday after a video from Project Veritas came out with the CNN technical editor Chris.
We didn't know anything about. So that's I think that's propaganda.
Look what we did. We got Trump back. I am 100% going to say it, and I 100% believe it. That if it wasn't for CNN, I don't know that Trump would have got voted out. Our focus was to get Trump out of office, right? Without saying it, that's what it was, right? So our next thing is going to be for climate change awareness.
Do you think it's going to be just like a lot of like fear, like climate?
Yeah, fear sells. Fear sells.
So
there you go.
Classic fear cells ending.
Now that we got Trump out, we're going to try to save the planet. Secondary.
Yeah. So anyhow, Project Veritas, I'm sure they were the ones that did some of the ballot harvesting, undercover things in the lead up to the election. A lot of people view them
They're full
as
of shit generally.
Yeah, a lot of people. So this is what it's a very polarizing thing right here. So the hashtag was hashtag ExposeCNN. All the conservatives obviously shitting on CNN. All the liberals obviously defending CNN, saying Project Veritas cannot be trusted. But I mean, the guy is who he is. He's saying what he's saying. I don't know. What do you guys think about it?
You didn't see the tiny gun off screen,
right? He was
also holding up against
right,
him.
sure.
He was also kicking back on some suds, talking to what sounded like a hot lady.
Well,
saying,
but still, I mean,
cells,
Well, but still, he's saying that they wanted Trump out. That was their number one goal. That's all they cared about. They were going to use propaganda to do it.
Yeah, but they're idiots for what it did to them and their ratings and all that. They're idiots. Like Trump being in office was fantastic for CNN.
I mean, I think
he was the best thing that happened to them.
Yeah.
Do we all agree that CNN is like the exact equivalent of Fox News? Like,
yeah, pretty much. That's what I was going to say. Is like, why
differ?
Really?
I don't
at all. And that's why I just wish that people who try to like prove this would just accept that their side is propaganda too.
Yeah,
like
both
if you're so sided and you're only one-sided, your news source that's that one-sided as well is propaganda. It's one-sided news.
Yeah.
It's entertainment at this point.
Yeah, it is. They got rid of no, it's not. It's not even infotainment. They got rid of that Fair and Balanced Act way back in the day.
The difference
so it doesn't even matter.
The difference between like a CNN and a Fox News and let's say like an OAN, Breitbart, and like I don't know what the equivalent would be. That's like what I'm trying to say is like they do some other news as well, even though they're clearly left or right leaning. And some of these other organizations are only trying to do like political slants, whereas CNN's like we're going to do left leaning stuff, but then we'll also cover the news.
Yeah, right. I qualify them.
I put Fox and CNN as the same.
Yeah, basically the same, but both very slanted. Both
right,
extremely
when
slanted.
they talk anything political, of course. But
even fact based, they'll take one story and they'll spin it the lib way versus spin it the conservative way, and that's how they cover the news. Everything has a spin on. With like, oh, this is about climate change. What he just said.
Righteous as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, there's a fun little example you could do. You could do it your New Jersey gym, Pat. The best thing to do is get on the treadmill because you've been doing cardio. And if they have multiple TVs, no problem. You're looking
not
good.
one. They don't have one where I go.
Oh well, that's gonna be a problem. Because the test is what you do is you put it on. You get the two TVs and you put one channel on Fox News and one on CNN, and it's at the exact same time, and they're taking completely different spins. I've done this multiple times. It's just so comical to watch Fox News and CNN. On two
I can't watch any of them. MSNBC.
It's so ridiculous.
I can only watch C-SPAN because they are forced to not say anything insanely partisan.
They're
So,
talking about the same subject, and it's just like the complete different slant. on
C-SPAN,
the two.
they don't really say anything. It's just like it's just a
Right.
it's just a webcam.
Well, I
looks
like
like-
the
it
callers
looks-
who call in who are angry at the politicians. That's my people.
C-SPAN's
That's
like
what I
what
wanna hear.
homicide detectives watch, like like on a crime playback loop. Like, that's the camera work.
Yeah, it's like a nature cam for politics.
It's just a live feed of the floor or an angry person from Colorado calling about their Trump engraved handgun that they're gonna, use in a fit of anger. Number 4, let's move on. But that was number 5. Hashtag ExposeCNN. Very controversial stuff. Number 4, UEFA Champions League trending again with Neymar leading Paris Saint-Germain narrowly over Bayern Munich on aggregate, even though they lost. 1-0
Sorry,
in the
Discord.
there was a lost bet there. Oh, Chelsea also advanced in the quarterfinals.
Also
but
didn't do what we wanted them to, though.
No,
both
didn't.
teams we bet on advanced, but they didn't do what they wanted.
No,
we
they
wanted them
didn't.
to.
They both lost in the second round, but they won on aggregate. So they're
Chelsea
moving
tied,
on.
but yeah.
Oh, they tied. Okay. But today you have a chance to bet on Real Madrid or Man City trying to keep their aggregate leads over Liverpool and Dortmund, respectively, 3 p.m. Eastern Champions League.
I like Man City. They're pissed about that Leeds loss this weekend. I like Man City big.
Ooh, to come back.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that pick. Wes, Pat, any thoughts on the footy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've lost. I've bet on the 2. I know Mark. They were on a heater in the Discord, and I jumped in on the two ones
Wrong
that didn't
time.
hit this. Yeah, wrong time.
Yeah, you jumped in the wrong time.
I like Man City also.
Man City bounce back.
Man City bounced back, even though they're up. Real Madrid is so far up that Liverpool might have like a decent game because like they have 2-goal leads. So.
You're right, and I think even Liverpool's favored by half a goal. So Real Madrid and Liverpool is just like that Barcelona PSG game where it's like all Real Madrid's going to do is probably play a lot of defense. I wouldn't touch Real Madrid, Liverpool. Heavy Man City, baby.
Man City. Number 3, moving on. Paul Flores was arrested for the murder of Kristin Smart in California on Tuesday, which Pat will tell us much more about later with the full story.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. 25-year-old case. Podcast
case.
coming through in the clutch again, solving crimes.
I thought Kristin Smart escaped. I thought she was the one
Elizabeth
that got away.
Smart.
Elizabeth Smart. Okay.
Also an interesting story.
Lots
Got
of
it.
smarts. We're going to clear it all up and Pat gets to it.
Kristen Smart, the one that killed her baby.
No, it's Casey Anthony.
Pat's
Who's
going to clear it all
who's
up.
the beauty pageant one that died in the basement?
Oh, that was John Benet Ramsey.
John Benet Ramsey. Yeah.
or
yeah,
Tara
okay,
Grinstead,
okay.
depending on. Yeah.
All right.
Got it. Okay.
Thank you, Pat. Glad you're here to clear all this up.
I
He'll
don't
tell
do
us
a lot
even more.
except for listen to murder.
He'll tell us even more when we get to the full story. Number 2 was Dogecoin trending. It spiked 35% on Tuesday, hitting 10 cents per coin, setting all-time highs. Bitcoin, Ethereum also doing well. Big week for the crypto. Coinbase IPO coming today. So
You should see how leveraged I am with money I don't have.
are you going to be like that guy in the story we did who's like, will Kate leave you if you don't sell at 75?
Oh my God. If it hit 75, the summer I'm going to have I did some really irresponsible things financially, and we'll see how it plays out today, boys. But what I will tell you is I don't like this Doge situation making a mockery of crypto and the blockchain, this meme stock fucking around. I mean, it just takes away from us serious crypto investors like me.
Sounds like someone didn't get in on Doge.
Nope, not in on Doge. Well, I'm kind of pissed because like PFT was like when Doge came out, he was like, "Don't get in on Doge," and I was like, "Okay," I'd never heard of it, so I didn't. And then he got in on Doge as a
Because
joke,
it's just a fun thing.
and he made money on it. That's what everyone was telling you. Don't get in on Doge. Don't get in on, and then they were in on Doge. Fuckers.
No, this word's not a cool word. We're not using this word.
No, yeah.
I mean,
no.
NFTs
Doge.
and meme stocks changing the game.
Doge was like 5 cents a week ago. We're all idiots. Doubled up.
Yeah. Mark Cuban loves Doge.
Yeah.
Because
So does
he's
Elon Musk.
laughing every time he says it. He's like, "Yeah, you should buy Doge."
Yeah. So is Elon.
Yeah.
So does our boy Ram Lover 69. He's got a Doge Ram meme that he like switches his avatar to whenever. Yeah,
There you
everybody's
have
in on Doge but us. So we're hitting some other things, but not Dogecoin. And the number 1 trend by far, with millions of searches and mentions that mysteriously got scrubbed off of all the trending lists by Tuesday afternoon. Wonder why that is. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is trash, according to the CDC and the FDA, breaking at 9:05 a.m. April 13th, the CDC and FDA officials have released a statement recommending the U.S. to halt the use of Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine over 6 blood clot cases. And so those 6 blood clot complications occurred out of nearly 7 million shots nationwide, and they all occurred in women 18 to 48 years of age. And so basically the FDA and the CDC on Tuesday morning were like, all right, let's stop handing out this Johnson & Johnson. Looks like it might suck. And then it was trending. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, wait, let's not have it trend. And then the CDC comes out Tuesday evening, I think about 7 p.m. Eastern, and says that their advisory committee on immunization practices will convene today, Wednesday, for an emergency session with a vote scheduled on updated recommendations for use before the group adjourns at 4:30 p.m. Eastern today, Wednesday. So this is Fauci basically playing damage control on something that got like clearly out of control with people like freaking out, you know.
Well, you said 6,000 people died of blood clot complications.
6 out of 7. 6 out of 7 million doses given.
Wait.
Yeah,
6
well,
died.
Look,
Said
I
6.
understand. I understand it's a
6.
low number, but there's a reason they pull. I don't even really want to be saying this, and I'm sure if you got the Johnson & Johnson, you're fine. You know, cool. Just earmuffs and stuff. But
no, it's
I have it on
AstraZeneca.
I have it on first-hand information that some of the, you know how you have to do like the 15 minutes of like you have to sit in a chair or you have to like make sure you're not dizzy after you get your shot. I have it on first information that people are like dropping like flies after Johnson & Johnson and busting their noses up and going to the hospital for passing out and hitting their faces and shit. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is no bueno, and I'm a big vaccine guy. That vaccine just sucks.
Well, it's the same thing as AstraZeneca, right? There was whispers that it sucked, and then people started shutting it down for blood clots, and then it gets canceled everywhere because
I feel
it's
bad.
terrible.
If you took it and you're fine, you're gonna be fine. Live your life. But the Johnson & Johnson vaccine sucks.
If you didn't get sick from it, you're totally fine.
You're in the clear.
I thought it was I started to think that it was like that's what they were giving like the rich people, like, you know, that Johnson & Johnson was reserved for the rich people.
No,
because I haven't known anyone that's gotten Johnson & Johnson. I've only known Moderna.
Yeah, it's because they all died, Wes.
Okay. Well,
For
I was a little jealous, but I'm not anymore.
Well, it was supposed to be the coverall because it's only one shot. It's easier to store and everything.
Right.
But looking like the only one that the current administration vaccine that they approved, looking like a kind of a headache. And so it leads me to a couple questions. Number one, who paid or demanded to have the trend deleted on Tuesday? Weird. Number two, like the feds are just fucking this up with like in the morning. They announced that they're going to delay a Tuesday morning. They're like, we're going to delay. We're not going to do it in Johnson & Johnson anymore because it might cause blood clots. And then they're like, wait a second. No. We're probably going to start again tomorrow on Wednesday, but we have to meet first. And we'll tell you for sure on Wednesday if we're starting again.
When is it acceptable to start making fun of the Johnson & Johnson kids that got it? Like, because I know it's a very sensitive issue, but can we start like ostracizing people in public that got Johnson & Johnson, like as a joke? Like you're less like they're like Spirit Airlines crew.
A common enemy.
Oh, you fly Spirit, you got Johnson & Johnson.
That's the way I felt about Moderna.
Yeah,
that is
I'm
what
a
we need
Moderna
right
guy,
now.
baby.
It's a common enemy. But I'm kind of about this now that I think about it. At first, I was like 6, but then, you know, U.S. ladies 18 to 48 are pretty much our most precious resource, and we need to protect them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, also
there's some other stuff.
What we got going for us.
There's some other stuff going on with the Johnson & Johnson.
We don't crush in math, education, really the economy anymore. But ladies 18 to 48, find a country that beats us.
Yeah, and I think they're investigating the death of a Virginia woman as well that could be related to the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which brings me to my third point about Johnson & Johnson. Fucking Johnson & Johnson again. Why can't we just let them fail? They're like the Boeing of healthcare. Everything they've ever made has caused a huge fucking problem that the government then has to bail their incompetent asses out of. Happens all the fucking time.
Yeah,
so it's just
not a surprise. This is like getting fooled by the monorail guy in The Simpsons that comes into your town and tries to build a fake monorail. Like we got fooled.
Yeah,
Johnson
thanks,
& Johnson. They were like 66%, and then they knock everyone.
There was all those fake studies, obviously, that came out that were like, "Oh, it's so safe. It's so safe. Don't be scared of it." And then now they have to shut it down the fucking first week, basically.
They have enough doses of the other two. Just get rid of it.
Yeah, that is what the administration is saying. Biden administration, despite Johnson & Johnson being the only one they've approved, says that they have enough Pfizer and Moderna from that was approved under Trump to make it for the rest of everybody getting.
It's a timing thing. It's the bronze medal of vaccines. You don't want it, guys. 2 men were arrested Tuesday morning, as Will said. Paul Flores being one of them. The other, his old ass dad. They were arrested in connection with the disappearance of Kristin Smart. So if you don't know Kristin Smart, this is a cold case that's heated up. Kristin Smart was a college student who vanished in 1996 in St. Louis Obispo, and authorities have still not found her body, but they said they've come across some forensic physical evidence that, quote, they believe is linked to Kristin. So one of the men, Paul Flores, who was trending, he's 44 years old. The other, his dad, Ruben Flores, who's 80 years old. And last month, authorities searched Ruben Flores' home in Arroyo Grande, California. So here's what happened if you don't know the case.
Wait, real quick, Pat, let me ask you a question. Is this the same Kristin Smart that like a few months ago the FBI came out and they thought they're okay, got it.
Same one. So yeah, we covered it on the show a while back. Wes and I were texting back and forth because the FBI essentially dropped some retired FBI agent dropped to the mother, who's a sweet lady by all accounts. I've listened to the podcast that helped solve this case. Dropped to the mother that big news was coming, and they've not found this woman, right? So she was declared legally dead in 2002, but Wes and I were texting back and forth, maybe she's still alive, like that Cleveland situation where those ladies were locked in that house. Turns out to not be the case, unfortunately. But here's what happened to Kristin.
That's like a Francis blog. You got to be careful.
Yeah, you got to be real careful with that. That's just a me and Wes text. That's not for anyone else.
She's probably alive. She's figuring.
We would have been fired off that text.
Yeah, we should put a new thread on the Discord, new level. Just Wes and Pat's text. You don't want it, guys. Back on May 25th, 1996, Kristin, who was she was 19 at the time. She was at a party. Some say it's a frat party, some say it's a friend's birthday party, and she was found passed out on the neighbor of the party's lawn by 2 fellow students who offered and decided to walk her back to her dorm room. And on their walk, they were joined by creepy Paul Flores, who was like, I'll walk her back. I live closer, and it's really no problem. She passed out because I drugged her, probably. That's allegedly. And then that was the last time anyone saw her, except for Paul, of course, who probably murdered her. And then 1 month later, guys, cadaver dogs led police to Flores' mattresses, his mattress, which was on the left side of his dorm room. And the dogs alerted again in the same area, even after the mattress was collected as evidence and removed from the building. And I'm not sure how you defend that one other than saying, like, look, I'm real good at sex and I go a long time. So sometimes it smells like there's a dead body in here. I don't know how else.
Yeah,
what else
to
say?
Dirty. I don't wash.
Yeah. But essentially, that was like the first of many clues that essentially made it clear that it was Paul Flores.
Right. That's like go to the cop bar and cheers. We got him type evidence.
Oh, you think that, Mark? Well, listen to this. Derek C., Flores' roommate at the time, told police that Flores admitted to killing Kristin, saying, "Yeah, I killed her and brought her to my mom's, and she's still there." This is allegedly. He said this to the police. And then at Flores' mom's, a neighbor said he watched Flores and another young man dig in his mom's backyard and pour concrete late at night one night. And then he claimed the men also hauled a rolled up rug that appeared to carry something heavy. So it's like, I don't know how they didn't arrest this guy.
Right. This is just crazy.
Should still be there, right?
Yeah.
All the evidence leads up to this guy obviously doing it. What took so long?
We're gonna give him the benefit. We can't get a judge to get us a warrant for all this evidence. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it was ineptitude or what the fuck, but the family ended up suing Flores for wrongful death in civil court a couple years ago. And guys, what I was alluding to during the buzz is I don't want to say that podcasters are doing the Lord's work exactly. But we are. Because there's no way this case would have been solved if it wasn't for the 2019 podcast, Your Own Backyard, which reignited interest in the case. And obviously, they knew it was the guy. They couldn't fucking figure it out. The podcast came out kind of like the Up and Vanish podcast with Tara Grinstead, brought new light to it. Bam, Paul Flores finally arrested 25 years later.
Wow.
Wow.
And his dad, who helped him bury the body, apparently.
Yeah, allegedly. They don't know. They didn't release much, but my guess is either his dad helped him bury the body or they moved the body to his dad's. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's a perfect time to talk about one of our sponsors, guys.
Flores family, great family.
Yeah, Cuts Clothing. Fellas, the sport of business means demanding excellence from your craft and wardrobe.
Yes.
Your fit needs to be versatile, blending timeless style and comfort so that you look as good as you feel. And I'm talking about feeling good during Fat Boy Summer, looking good during Fat Boy Summer. And for that, guys, there's Cuts Clothing. You take a plain tee, you make it Tony Stark. That's Cuts. The bleeding edge of fabric technology meets the man confident enough to wear it. That's you, listener. Cuts Clothing, baby. It's premium with the purchase. And each piece of clothing is designed with custom engineered fabric, expertly graded for the perfect fit, arming you for every challenge and opportunity. It's not just a lifestyle. It's not just clothing. It's office leisure apparel for the sport of business. Trademark.
That's
guys,
the second guy this week that said office.
Office. This is awful.
It's easy to do.
Yeah, it's easy to do. And guys, you can get 15% off right now your first order if you go to cutsclothing.com/hardfactor, one word. That's cutsclothing.com/hardfactor for 15% off the only shirt worth wearing. These shirts are legit.
They are legit. You're going to be the best looking guy in the office.
Nailed him. Yeah. Hey guys, whoever's responsible for letting COVID happen better not ever let Egypt know, whether it's bats or pangolins or the COVID lab located in the middle of the outbreak zone, because I'm telling you, Egypt will come after you, whether you're an animal or a scientist dweeb, if you fuck with their time, their money, and embarrass them. And COVID's certainly done that to Egypt, as it's done to everyone. I know this because Egypt has seized the Evergiven, the ship that blocked the Suez Canal for what seemed like months, and is demanding $900 million from the Japanese firm that owns the ship, or they ain't ever given the ship back.
Shit.
So just hostage.
So they just took the ship because it caused the ship caused them a headache.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's ours now.
I'll explain what they're claiming why they took it. But yes, they just took the ship, and it's docked, and they're not letting it leave until this Japanese firm pays them $900 million. So that amount, they say, accounts for the cost of moving the 400-meter long ship because they use their resources. And then they also said, hang on, Wes, and they also said it goes along with costs for lost transit fees, which was global, but they're saying some of it was for Egypt too, and stalled traffic that piled up during the 6-day blockage. I think there's one more. They're claiming that's $1 billion, so they're giving them a discount. But I think there's something that really is what's bothering them, because Suez Canal Authority Chairman Osama Rabi said the canal had suffered great moral damage in addition to the financial costs. So,
it was a horrible look for the Suez Canal. Yeah. I mean, they were made to look as though they have no idea how to get a boat through there.
You're talking about because the partying that was taking place on the Lake Havasu Canal?
Oh, no, I'm talking about because the Evergiven made the amazing Suez Canal look like an Austin, Texas water pipe in the cold.
Yeah, it made him look incompetent.
They made him look like punk-ass bitches, like a punk-ass canal. Yeah. You can't even handle a ship.
I mean, it really did. It really did, because like you saw those like pathetic attempts to move it for like 3 days in a row. It was a rough look for Egypt, like for the locals who were trying to get it out. That's tough because like they're probably in the middle of nowhere. They're just trying. Yeah, and they're just trying to push this fucking ship out.
All I heard was that the Suez Canal is a modern marvel of creation. And I'm like, it doesn't look that great. There's a ship stuck in it for 6 days.
Yeah, the first thing I've known about the Suez Canal is that it's terrible.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not what they want you to know.
Their maintenance is horrific.
Yeah, it's the only thing I know now.
It's no Panama, that's for sure.
So that's why Egypt's really mad. That's why they take the fucking Evergiven hostage. These are the people that watch the aliens build the pyramids, for Christ's sake. They're not going to take kindly to this. They're very proud people. You don't block the fucking wonders of their world. Ship leasing firm Shoei Kaizen Kaisha is disputing 90% of that amount in negotiations with Egypt officials. So it sounds like they're willing to pay about $90 million if I do the math correctly. Who knows? But one thing is for sure: the Taiwanese firm that chartered the Evergiven, whose name was plastered all over the boat, is not willing to pay shit and is saying they're not going to pay for the $3.5 billion of goods that was late, and they don't give a fuck. So the Taiwanese are like, fuck you. You. Yeah, we're not doing. Yeah, they're the people that actually got it stuck. So Japan's gonna foot the bill.
Oh man.
Yeah,
sucks for Japan.
Yeah.
How much is that ship worth? It's just let them have it and say, fuck off.
I don't know.
It's not 900 million.
I mean, it can transport $3.5 billion worth of goods each shipment. So
okay, yeah, it's worth a lot.
You don't want that cursed ass ship.
Yeah, they're gonna sink that thing. All right, let's kick it over to the AI corner, aka the demise of humanity as we know it corner. Talking robots, talking cyborgs, talking soulless death machines. First up, we got Domino's Pizza, and I'm just gonna pop this video in now. Yeah, Domino's Pizza. There it is. So Domino's Pizza in Houston is set to start delivering their absolute shit pizzas via vans starting this week. And there's the clip of what it's going to look like.
Oh, dude, that van though. I'm gonna get one of these. I'm definitely gonna get one of these.
Yeah. So it's like this little self-driving van. I don't mind it because there's no danger. So Domino's and this company Neuro have a partnership, and Neuro previously worked with Kroger. They were delivering prescriptions via this little fucking van. So how it will work is you order your shitty pizza, you can then track the van. You use a PIN code given to you when the van shows up. It's fucking crazy. You just got your pizza delivered by a robot, and that's the whole deal. You know, there's how it works.
Look at those nerd ass vans. The first time back to the store, it's gonna have 3 penises drawn on it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be totally graffitied. Absolutely. I mean,
look at these nerd ass vans.
Look, robot abuse is gonna be a serious problem. That's for sure. But I'm ordering one of these just so the robot brings me my food.
Exactly, Will. Exactly.
Well, that's cool. People are gonna, you know, you see how the doors open and you got your pizza. You can also put something back in. Like people are gonna put dildos, bags of shit back in it.
Listen, 2 of us can flip this thing over. That's how small it is.
It's like tipping a cow. It's so stupid.
It's like it's like the size of a tuk-tuk.
Yeah.
I think they're only going to be, operating in certain neighborhoods. If you catch,
I hope they don't operate in a single neighborhood that has a teenager.
Yeah, exactly. They said that they're gonna. Houston is gonna put these things to the fucking gauntlet if they expand, being the 4th largest city.
Dude, Houston people love Domino's too.
Yeah, and it's full of insane drivers too. So high fatality rates. So if it's a proving ground. If it could work there, it can work anywhere. It's gonna be at the Woodland Heights store for now. They're doing like this pilot testing.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
I don't think it's cool looking, but you're right. These things are in trouble because they're gonna get fucked with. Yeah,
people are gonna
need more robots.
Put like sticks in their way and shit.
Hey, look, what if this thing? What if this thing like it has like a robot defense system where it like goes away from people if they're trying to come up on it, or it like has like an arm that it sticks out.
It's called the cat defense system.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Cats are gonna be chasing that thing.
When the best part about your pizza is the car that it came in. Like I don't see this working out.
Look, I'm doing a 3 for $5.99 deal out of there, no problem. And I'm probably gonna have the chocolate lava cake for dessert, and it's gonna be brought to me by a robot. So
homeless people are gonna be chasing these things down the street
and grabbing the pizzas. For sure.
Yeah, stealing pizzas out of
there. So many. It's gonna always show up empty.
Yeah,
it looks like the waffle maker from Harold and Kumar Christmas.
Oh man, you know what the ultimate troll would be is to get a Pizza Hut wrap and put it on the Domino's car.
Papa John's. That's a good one.
Looks like just Pizza Hut's bringing your food,
or ordering Pizza Hut pizza and having the delivery guy it's the deliveries for the robot. You're like, you like order the robot to your house at the same time as the Pizza Hut. You're like, no, give the pizza to the robot, and then you like have him like you put the pizza in the robot.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Do you think you're going to be able to choose between a real life person or a robot?
Do I have to tip this van?
No, that's the good thing about it. You don't.
Oh,
not in the traditional
that's where they
way,
get
Bubba.
you. Oh,
yeah, like we said earlier, you can
vans,
tip it
baby.
Over. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, apparently it worked for like prescription drugs and stuff. So I guess it's kind of
dude. This thing is awesome. Robot helpers. Look, we were just talking about how we need robot butlers. This is just the start of it. Sorry for delivery drivers. This is the start of the end for you. Because this thing is like going to eventually do everything. It'll deliver all the shit.
Wes, do you want to get a video of us blocking one of these things in? Like,
absolutely.
We'll get in cars and
all you need is a mask, and you get away with it. You get away with it with a mask.
Let's block one of these things in for just a few minutes and get a video of it. Like all confused. It can't go anywhere.
Dude, I think that robot's going to have a trick up its sleeve, and it's going to fuck you guys up.
Yeah, then let's actually assault it.
Yeah, let's fuck the robot.
Jeez, all you got to do is put a sticky note over its sensor, and that blocks it in right there.
Yep,
that's true.
Yeah, these things aren't going to survive. Yeah.
So fucked.
Yeah, up next in the Soulless Death Machine corner, the NYPD is making some buzz after its robot dog was spotted inside a public housing complex on Monday, startling residents. In a video I'm going to play for you guys in a minute, a man is seen being taken out of the apartment complex in cuffs, and then you see the fucking robot dog come out like it's job well done. Here's the video.
Are robot dogs racist too?
they program it in.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
They program bias into the police robot.
I've
never seen nothing like this before in my life.
Oh my god,
What
dude.
the hell is that?
See this?
It's a police robot dog.
You know what it looks like? It looks
Oh,
like
that shit work better
that
than a
movie
dog.
District 9 is where like but like the CGI, but it's real.
Oh,
Yeah, it's real. So like robots are going to
that's
start helping
R2D.
everybody. That's what I mean, guys.
What do those robots dogs do? Break in the door?
He shows you where the criminal's at, so you don't have to walk in. I bet you what the guy's got a tablet in his hand.
Yeah.
And he's got and so the dog goes in and it's bulletproof, obviously. So it can go in, it can get shot at, whatever, and it can show you what's inside the room, and then you go in and you deal with whatever's in there because you know what you're dealing with.
Is the robot
Yeah.
dog?
Yeah.
Is the robot dog to like just because every single criminal hiding that sees it like makes an audible gasp. So you know
Also,
they're hiding.
scares the shit out of the criminal. Yeah.
It's an extreme fear tactic. Is mainly what it is.
You do not want to be high when that thing walks through the door.
You can bust your door down.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, dude. So this thing was first seen back in October, and they're deploying it at select crime locations to scare the fuck out of people and raise privacy and surveillance concerns. Also, people are asking how much does this fucking thing cost? With other city programs being fucking taken under, and it's built by Boston Dynamics, which is the best
78
builder.
grand, right?
Which was bought by Hyundai, right? So like, dude, what
I don't know.
buy.
They
Boston
built the best
Dynamics.
death robots. Yeah.
What's the name of the
Mischief,
Terminator? The Terminator. No, the Terminator company.
Skynet?
Yeah,
Skynet.
they're our Skynet for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Boston Dynamics is our Skynet.
Yeah, so like Pat was saying, fully loaded robot dog complete with lights and sensors and camera, which can capture unlimited data, is running the NYPD $74,000 a pop. So police militarization fears robot dogs with weapons. What's going to happen? The fear is so great that last month, City Councilman Ben Kalos introduced legislation that would ban the NYPD from using weaponized robots.
Give me a break. These robots are coming, bro.
They're coming.
Weaponized
Good
robots,
luck.
RoboCop.
Yeah,
Good luck trying to regulate these things away. They'll just make a robot that's slightly not weaponized, and then it'll still fuck you up.
That's why that
you're done. You're
that's
done,
why that-
legislators. Robots are taking over.
That artist collective put the paintball gun on top of it. That's why they did it to demonstrate. Like, eventually, this is gonna be a real gun. Boston Dynamics got so pissed.
Are we gonna start voting robots into Congress?
I mean, they'd probably do a better job than a lot of the current politicians, I would imagine.
NYPD clapped back to the fears, saying they have used robots for hostage situations and bombs in the past. So what's the difference, right? They say that they are testing the dog's capabilities, but they are not giving any warnings. This thing's going to be on the scene when it is. So it's just scaring and pissing people off. People are getting very mad at this thing.
Whether they're mad, they're mad because somebody's using a robot before they own a robot. But they're just jealous. They don't have a robot dog themselves. I'd take a robot dog right now. I'd want a robot dog just bring me something in the door, like open the door. Give me something. Yeah.
If you're thinking about becoming a criminal, don't.
Yeah, no, it's
Don't
over.
do it.
Being a criminal is over. But do you think like cops with dogs treat their dogs like they're humans? Like if you like mess with or any animal really, like if you mess with it, they're like, that's my partner.
Well, they probably like beat the shit out of it, but then if somebody else touches it, then that person gets
I can abuse this dog.
Yeah. That's how I feel about my dogs. The last one in the corner.
You got a third robot story?
Yeah. It's a quick one. We don't have to do it. It's about this.
No, go for it.
They took what? So you can buy these dogs, right? Anyone can buy these fucking dogs now for $75,000 a pop. And these guys on YouTube, they made it. They strapped a keg to the back of one, and they made it so he can piss in a beer cup, which is kind of cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's what it's got. Like it's got 6 million views on YouTube. But so that's what's going on. But yeah, you can buy them, and eventually you can outfit them with the fucking. They can get them to throw knives down the street if you want them to, if you're smart enough.
Dude, so you get me drunk enough, and Bitcoin does well enough today.
Yeah.
Yes,
I might be in the market.
Yes, get us a robot dog.
If Bitcoin hits 75, it's possible we could have a robot dog.
Pat, hard factor robot dog would be legit.
Yeah,
it would put us into a new level. We'd put us onto a next level podcast.
Could you imagine someone trying to fuck with us?
That would be a mistake.
Laughable.
Be a mistake.
Biggest mistake they ever made in their lives.
Oh wow.
Yeah. All right, guys. Trying to balance work, home, relationships, and everything else is challenging for everyone. On top of our daily, everyday obligations, we have to deal with underlying fear and uncertainty from the pandemic and other places. With many of our normal support systems no longer in place, working with a therapist can give you that support you're missing right now. Having someone to talk through your worries and help prioritize what's really important can work wonders, because now more than ever, it's a good idea to seek out a little extra help for our busy, demanding lives. I see a therapist. I think everyone can benefit from a therapist, and it's one of the best decisions I've made for my mental health, especially dealing with addiction, anxiety. Can't put a price on how much it's helped me. And Talkspace is the #1 online therapy platform that has thousands of licensed therapists trained in over 40 specialties: anxiety, depression, relationships. Whatever you're going through, your therapist can help you set and achieve your goals. And Talkspace is a fraction of the cost of in-person therapy. Instead of waiting for an appointment, you can send unlimited messages to your therapist 24/7, and they'll engage you daily, 5 days a week. And that is fucking amazing, honestly. Talkspace is also secure and private, using the latest end-to-end bank-grade encryption technology to store client information and complying with the latest HIPAA regulations. So if you're hesitant, scared, whatever your reason, you need not worry, and your privacy is the utmost importance with Talkspace. As a listener of Hard Factor, you'll get $100 off your first month with Talkspace. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com. Make sure to use code HARDFACTOR to get $100 off your first month and show your support for the show. That's Hard Factor and Talkspace.com. Do it. It's best thing you might do.
Show the support for yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, you crazy bastards. Well, there was another shooting, guys. I know we don't like talking about these because they're extremely depressing, but this was not a mass shooting. This was actually a more common form of shooting. This was a one-man accidental self-shooting in a Wal-Mart dressing room.
What?
And McKin.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well,
Plaxico.
hang on. In McMinnville, Tennessee, an anonymous man trying on what the article calls pants, and I'll just call it jeans, in the dressing room, when his pistol fell from his pocket and bounced off the ground, rotating toward him, and then discharged, striking him in the leg like it was a scene from a cartoon.
This is literally the
pistol.
Plaxico.
Oh, would you shut up? Stop mentioning that name. The man was rushed to Ascension St. Thomas River Park Hospital in McMinnville with a bullet lodged in his leg. He is suspected to be alive, and there is no word on if he got the Wranglers or not. Bubba, do you have a picture of this anonymous person?
It's
Plaxico.
Oh, there it is. It's Plaxico Burris.
Prime-time performer in the Super Bowl.
That's right. It happened to him again in a Walmart. No, they didn't say who it is, but it very well could have been Plaxico.
He pulled that move on himself in a club before. So
Yep, that's right.
Hard when you have a store that sells both pants and firearms,
Well, that's what I'm saying, Pat.
wait, you think it was from the
I think he
Walmart?
shot for both.
No, but Pat's on to something. This was the 33rd Walmart accidental self-shooting this year in the dressing room, and the goddamn rooms are so small, right? There's mirrors and hangers everywhere. They really need to get some pistol holsters built into the fucking dressing room.
33 people have accidentally shot themselves inside of a Walmart this year inside the dressing room.
It's just math, Will. It's just simple math.
No, well, I completely made that up. I mean, it's probably the first of the year. Yeah,
that's a good
probably,
stat.
Probably the first. But 33 could be. It could be. And it could
I
have been
believed
Plaxico
it.
Burris.
I was like, you had me hooked.
Yeah, we know.
It's believable. It's believable. But anyways, that's going to do it for Hard Factor today. Thanks so much for joining. Did you get through your third robot story, Wes?
Yep. That's it. That's it.
Well, I'm looking forward to more robot stories maybe later this week. The Fat Boy Summer section, guys. Wes did a great job with it. If you go to hardfactor.com, the first part where you scroll in, there's 18 pretty sexy Fat Boy Summer
tanks
items.
are coming right after I just got a grill in, and now my tanks are coming right on top of the grill.
Yes,
it's about to be such a Fat Boy Summer week over here in my house.
Good thing you got the grill coming because we made that rule, so that's good. That's good. Just in time. But yeah, check out the Fat Boy Summer stuff. Leave us reviews and all that good stuff. But most importantly, have a great fucking day.